Ladies and gents, boys and girls, I am so thrilled and so excited to be chatting with you here on this Tuesday. Hope you are doing well. Tuesday, May the 4th, 2021. And let me just say, the first person that says May the 4th be with you in the chat is getting banned. Not a big May the 4th be with you guy. We made it all the way to about 11 a.m. And then I saw Gamecock Baseball put it up and I'm like, there it is. There it is. May the 4th be with you. People just love it. No, seriously, appreciate you guys tuning in. Tuesday, May the 4th, 2021, guys. We got a lot to get into here on a Tuesday. Right now, it's beautiful weather in Columbia, South Carolina. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather's going to hold off so Gamecocks baseball can get their game tonight. Of course, it is game day. South going to take it on North Florida. We got a lot to get into here on a Tuesday, folks. Again, as you see, not Doge to the moon, TSUS to the moon. The most popular four-letter word or four-letter, what is the right word? Acronym? Most popular four-letter acronym, TSUS, not Doge. Hey, you want to invest in something that's going to the moon? Forget Doge. TSUS. Again, guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Before we get going, I want to tell you about our friends over at Flex Squad Fitness because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Flex Squad Fitness. And CJ Profit, the man behind it all, guys, he's been a certified personal trainer for 10 years. He struggled with his own weight for many years until he eventually lost 85 pounds himself. That's a lot of weight. 85 pounds himself, doing the exact same type of training, guys, that he does at the gym. That's the reason he's so good at what he does. He's been there. He's done that. He's gone through the struggle. He's gone through the grind. He's lost the weight himself. At Flex Squad, they do one-on-one and small group training. Their program is a mix of strength, high-intensity interval training, and endurance training. And, guys, the goal is to not only help people look great on the outside, but more importantly, make them stronger and more confident on the inside. And guys, like I said, again, the reason he's so good at what he does, he's been there, he's done that, he's gone through the weight loss, and more importantly, I think he's gone through the mental side of things. So he knows exactly what you're dealing with, exactly what you're going through, and he's going to be there with you every single step of the way, putting together custom workout plans, custom nutrition plans, everything that you need to be successful. He's going to be there for you. Again, the place changes people inside and out, guys. You're not going to regret walking in the door. You'll probably just wish you did it sooner. And, guys, right now they're offering a free week for anyone who wants to try out their classes or 2 free one-on-one sessions to see what they're all about. Or, guys, if you go there right now, tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. You're going to get your first month free. Again, guys, it's a no-brainer if you're in the Columbia area, of course, Chapin, or really across the state of South Carolina, and you're looking to start that fitness journey. Look no further than our friends at Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. Again, guys, that's Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Also, guys, I am very excited to announce, and for the first time ever, our ad read for Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends also at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. And, guys, bear with me. First ad read for the new sponsor. Could be a little choppy. This thing will smooth out as we go, of course. But, hey, Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, really excited to partner with these guys. Because, again, when I partner up with people and I bring on sponsors, and really just in my daily life too, I think it's important to surround yourself with good, genuine people. And these guys are the definition of that. They're young but experienced and aggressive attorneys, guys. They're former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies but switching sides. They both worked at larger law firms where they've represented hundreds of clients at a time. And, guys, they left to start their own law firm, right? Again, they wanted to start a small boutique law firm that treats their clients like family. We've all been there, whether it be a law firm, it could be any other type of business where we just felt like you just feel like a number, right? You don't feel special. You don't feel important. You feel like your case or whatever you have going on with whatever business it is, it kind of gets lost in the shuffle, right? Not here. Again, they treat you like family. They will know who you are and treat you like a client and not a number, guys. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Do not try to take on the insurance company on yourself. Don't do it. Let them handle it for you, guys. Use the latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Again, let these guys handle it for you, guys. If you've ever been in that situation, it is a pain in the ass. Don't do it yourself. Let an expert handle it for you, guys. You don't pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami is in Columbia, and Curtis is in Charleston. And Rami Shalabi, he's in Columbia. Curtis Dason is in Charleston. So they handle cases statewide. No matter where you are across the state of South Carolina, they can handle your case for you. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, you can reach them in Columbia at their number 803-973-0304 or in their Somerville location, 843-388-3368. Or simply put, guys, if you really want to get just straight to it, go to their website for more information, dsinjurylaw.com. Again, that's dsinjurylaw.com for more information, guys. Again, Dason and Shalabi Law Firm for all of your needs. And again, really excited to have them aboard. Truly appreciate those guys. All right, let's get into it, guys. Tuesday, May the 4th, 2021. I hope you guys are doing well. I see Trip Roche, Phil, Rob, Gantz, what's going on? Brendan M., it is game day indeed. SEC Football 2, Brian Brack, Elizabeth Ballard, Rob Youngson. What about all the football recruiting momentum? Indeed, I love it. You love to see what the Shane Train's doing right now. Keith says lunchtime is TSUS time. Indeed. Ryan Clark, invest in UFC. They just went public. LOL, Endeavor Holdings Group. That's not a bad idea. UFC is going to the moon as well. Let's see. Okay. SEC Football Tube says, Vandy fans are so comical. I'll be honest with you, on Tuesday, May the 4th, 2021, I did not expect us to be talking about Vandy fans, but here is SEC Football Tube bringing it in. He says, Vandy fans are so comical. Got a comment from a Vanderbilt fan on a video of mine yesterday telling me how they are above us and better than us in everything now. 12 in a row. Yeah, that just sounds like a guy looking for attention on social media, because there is nothing to justify that. Nothing at all. Justin, what's going on, man? Appreciate you tuning in, sir. Ryan Clark says, is Mahoney starting tonight? Yes, he is. Yes, Jack Mahoney will be starting tonight. Feel really good about that. Obviously, I expect Jack to have another really, really good game for us. And again, you're playing North Florida. What does it really mean in the midweek? What can you really take away from the midweek? I don't know that you can take away that much, of course. And of course, we're not going to be trying to draw conclusions and stuff like that, because as we saw last week, doesn't really matter if you hit midweek pitching. It's all about what do you do on the weekends. But again, need to take care of your business tonight. You're facing a North Florida team, has struggled on the mound. They actually swung it pretty well. They're hitting 278 as a ball club. But, with all due respect to your opponent, it's two different levels of baseball, right? I mean, South Carolina should have no issues tonight. Heck, I picked the Gamecocks to win 14-4. I think the Bats are going to show up tonight. I think the Gamecocks, this team, wants to take out its frustration and pull out the scythe, take out its frustration on somebody else. And I think North Florida is that team that they drew the short straw tonight. So again, I think the Gamecocks will certainly handle business tonight against UNF. But yeah, really excited. I'll be in the building, guys. Also, I do want to point out and mention, I am selling. Well, let's see. It looks like maybe the Sunday. Hold on. Okay, so it looks like the Sunday tickets are probably sold, but I have got 4 tickets to Friday and 4 tickets to Saturday, general admission. $25 a piece, $100 for all 4. If you want them, let me know, but I am selling them. I am selling the tickets. Friday, I can't go, and Saturday, I've got a ticket through another source, but I've got these tickets, trying to sell them. If you're interested, if you want to go, shoot me a DM. Let me know. Trying to move these tickets. And again, my DMs are already flooded with people wanting them. So if you want them, you better get at me and get at me quickly. USC Sports says we even beat Vandy at our worst, 41-7. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's Vandy. That's a joke. Come on. That doesn't even deserve conversation. No, we are not making this the Vandy show. We're not doing that. We're not talking about Vandy today. So, again, guys, though, taking your questions, comments, calls as well. The phone lines are open, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Whatever you guys have on your mind, whether it be baseball, football, basketball, hey, anything, whatever. Hey, Sindarius Thornwell's headed to Orlando. He just signed with a 2-way contract with the Orlando Magic. So congratulations to Sin Thornwell, still in the league, still kicking, still doing his thing. Also, JJ Enagbare being projected as the 16th overall pick in the 2022 NFL draft by Bleacher Report. It'd be awesome to see. First rounder, 16th overall. That's pretty damn high. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, JJ's a good player, but that's pretty high. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with that. Travis Royal says, what's up, Chris and Gamecock Nation? Just joining. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday indeed to you, sir. Because I'll tell you this. I woke up today and I walked outside, and it's not like scorching hot or anything today or anything like that, but I walked outside. I mean, you see me rocking the tank, though, which I love this tank. Check this out. The Miami Vice Fresh. But I walk outside, and for the first time this year, I would say, I walk outside, and I was like, yep, summer's back. Like, it feels like summer is back. Like, in the summer where it's like, and I know we all grow to a point where we get sick and tired of it, and we're so ready for fall, but you know how, like, you walk outside in the summer, and it's, like, warm in the morning? That's how you know it's summer, right? When you walk outside at 8 a.m. and it's already, like, 78 degrees. Humidity's already kicking. You're starting to sweat just walking to go get the mail. Oh, yeah. You got to love that. I know Phil's a huge fan of that. 95% humidity, nothing better. There's honestly just nothing better. You're sweating through your shirt, just sitting out there drinking a cup of coffee for 5 minutes. But no, so really though, I woke up this morning, man, for whatever reason, I normally pretty much all the time I stay in the present moment. I believe in living in the present moment, not looking ahead or even spending too much time reflecting, but truly embracing and living in the present moment. But obviously we like to plan ahead, and sometimes it is good to reflect and kind of, learn from what you did previously and whatever. Anyways, to the point, I got really, really, really giddy this morning because I pulled up I got like a spreadsheet where it's like a calendar, where basically planning for off-season content for football that will start happening after July 4th. And I just can't wait, dude. This offseason is going to be legendary, like absolutely legendary. And guys, I'm not even trying to overhype it because I'm not. I promise you I'm not going to overhype it. Like that July the 12th is when we will start. I can tell you guys this. I already know in my head, and I won't bore you guys this whole time with like my schedule or anything like that. But you have July 4th week, right? July 5th is on a Monday. July 4th on a Sunday. So that week we'll have nothing. We'll have no podcast, no Daily Crow. Everybody's on vacation. Hey, I'm planning on being at the beach on vacation in some capacity. But that Monday, July the 12th, mark your calendars. That week, as I've traditionally done over the last 2 summers, I will give part 1 of my official season predictions, game by game scores, all that good stuff. Part 1 will be that Monday, July the 12th. Part 2 will be that Thursday, July the 15th. So that will be the week I lock it all in, my season predictions for the 2021 football season. And then, of course, from that point, we're rolling, because that next week, Monday, July the 19th, you've got SEC Media Days. And again, like I said, at that point, we are rolling in preseason football content and prediction content and breakdowns and everything that comes with the preseason. So my hope and my prayer is that baseball, the season goes through at minimum the middle of June. That last 2-week period of June going in July 4th, we'll kind of make adjustments. And, I don't know what we'll do as far as the podcast, the Daily Crow. Maybe we'll take a 2-3 week hiatus. I don't know. But I can tell you guys, July the 12th, starting then, July the 12th on, we are rolling, bro. And I don't know if we're going to do daily podcasts or just 2 times a week, because again, it's summer. There's not nearly as much to talk about. But again, that we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I woke up this morning just so excited for it, because this, guys, is going to be the first offseason for TSUS, for me doing TSUS full time. This is the first offseason I'll be doing it full time where there's not a damn pandemic to affect everything going on. Because last offseason, it was really just make it up as you go along, scrambling, whatever. This will be like the first legitimate, okay, we know when kickoff is. We know what's going down. We don't have a pandemic wiping out potentially football season. I'm so freaking fired up for that. I mean, the content is going to be on legendary levels. So I can't wait for that. And again, thank you guys so much for the love and support, consuming the content, showing love to the content. Without you guys, this thing wouldn't be what it is. So I truly do appreciate it. You guys, I know you guys will be there every single step of the way, and it's fun. I share that stuff with you because I know you guys care, and it's fun to celebrate those things with you and to be excited with you. So yeah, man, I love it. Anyways, all right, let me get back to your questions. Justin says, I say let Jack go as far as he can, try to save the pen for the upcoming bigger series, not overlooking North Florida, but keep your best interest in mind. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll do that. And again, it's not overlooking North Florida, but we can be honest about it, right? Like those players in the locker room, in the dugout, in the clubhouse, they're taking this game seriously. You never take your opponent lightly, but you should win. There's no question. Go out there, handle your business. Yeah, let Jack, especially if he can be as efficient as he was last week, go 6 or 7. You know what I mean? So, but I'll tell you this, even if he only goes 4 or 5, you have plenty of arms that have not pitched in like forever that could use innings. So that's the last thing I'm worried about, dude. We have plenty of arms. Let's see. Cody Gaskins, who's the most successful Gamecock basketball player to play in the NBA? It's Alex English, and it's not even close. I mean, dude, he's an NBA Hall of Famer. He was literally like the player of the 80s. I mean, literally the scorer of the 80s. Like, it's Alex English, and it's not particularly close. Phil says, daily weather report for New Hampshire, 54 degrees, Phil. You can keep that, my guy. I can't imagine it being May and being 54 degrees. Like, that sounds like a punishment, honestly. No, it's Alex English, and it's just not even close. I mean, if you're saying anyone other than Alex English, you are speaking in recency bias. But, dude, I challenge you, go back and look at Alex English's career. Like, it's not even close. Like, I love A'ja Wilson. I'm glad she has a statue, very much deserved. But the fact Alex English doesn't have one is criminal. It's criminal. It's criminal that Alex English doesn't have one. Alex English might be the most successful alum to ever walk the halls in Columbia. I mean, anybody ever. The dude is in the NBA Hall of Fame, for Christ's sake. It does not get much bigger than that. This dude played against Michael Jordan and, I mean, again, was literally the scorer of the 80s. Please, I had him on my show, and even I didn't realize before I had him on my show. I was like, I know this guy was great. I know he's a Hall of Famer. But then I looked back and went and looked at his stats, and like, they're even crazier. You're like, holy shit. It's insane, dude. Alex English needs one badly. Yes, Ryan Brack, I agree with you. It's just not even close. Like, again, love that A'ja Wilson got one, but God, can we please put Alex English's out there? I mean, why is Alex English not getting the love? Cody Gaskin says, hockey guy here. Okay, we don't talk a lot of hockey on this show, but hey, much love to you. I will actually say I've been to one NHL game, like an actual NHL game. Been to a lot of minor league hockey games, but went to an NHL game, dated a girl that was from Buffalo. We went up there and went and saw the Sabres. That was a good time. And you know what I loved about it too, though, is like Sabres fans, Buffalo fans in general, they're a lot like Gamecock fans in the sense that haven't had a ton to cheer about, but they show up and they show out and they're passionate every single time. Cody Gaskin says he's a Sabres fan. There you go. Yeah, that was a lot. It was a good time. And it was Sabres and Oilers, and they were both terrible. And it was packed. And the Sabres won. So that made it even more fun. So Phil says, go Boston Bruins. Y'all never forget being in line in the for the bathroom in Buffalo. And the guy in front of me was talking. He's like, the Sabres just passed the Oilers in the standings. I'm like, where the hell am I? Yeah, no, it was a good time. I loved it. The people were incredible. It was such a great scene. The people were awesome, dude. People were so awesome. Ryan Clark says, pitching is never an issue. We need to throw some other bats in the lineup and see what we can come up with. Got to hit tonight. Got to hit. I mean, it doesn't really mean a lot if you do, honestly, in the grand scheme of like, oh, if you hit tonight, you're gonna hit Mississippi State. But you got to hit tonight, bro. You just have to hit tonight. So Travis Roll says, good stuff, Chris. I also get jacked up for magazine season. Hey, I just looked. I do too. Travi, I love it, Travi. Athlon's magazine is set to hit newsstands May the 25th. So they will be the first one. So I'll be breaking down for sure 3 magazines this season or this off season. Athlons, we'll talk Athlons. We'll talk Phil Steele. And then my good buddy at Pick Six Previews, who does a fantastic job. I got his magazine last year. Incredible stuff. So those 3 will be the main ones we'll talk about. And I'll look forward. I really want to I had Phil Steele on the show last year. I had Brett Ciancia of Pick Six Previews. Definitely want to get both of those guys back on as well. So, Tom McClellan, you had a great time because you didn't give a shit who won. You are correct, sir. It felt good to detach emotionally from a sporting event. It did. Felt very good to detach emotionally. But again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Yeah, I think Phil Steele said his 2021 magazine is going to hit newsstands late June, I think. Let me see. Yeah, here you go. 2021 college football preview. Yeah, so these, you can order it now. They won't even ship until June the 23rd. So they're not even hitting newsstands till like July 1st, which is, I mean, that's about right. I mean, that makes sense. I say not till then. I mean, you know, that makes sense. So, and then I actually texted my guy Brett about Pick Six previews. Let's see, and he said looking to release the preview book early July. So that when we start talking, you know, preseason stuff and Carol like that, that's when the magazines are. Again, it's going to be a legendary time. It's going to be a legendary time. Let's see. We got a text here. Where's Mississippi State ranked in the standings? They are 5th in the country, I think, 4th or 5th. But yeah, I mean they're pretty high up there. Score prediction for tonight: I got 14-4 Carolina. I think the Bats wake up. I think this is a team that's frustrated from the weekend and is going to take that frustration out on somebody else. That team being the North Florida Ospreys. So. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Like I said, guys, it's great to talk with you all. It really is. It really is. I you know what's funny, man, is I have the Time Hop app, which if you're not familiar with what it is, again, anybody can get it. It's basically you link your social media accounts and it shows you, what you said on this day a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Not sure if any of you would even remember this, but I looked a year ago today. We started or tried to start or whatever, the Coop call-in show. And it was basically this, but, much, much less put together. And, it was just kind of starting. It was just kind of starting something like this, but I called it the Coop call-in show. And, it's really, guys, honestly, it's really a testament to, and again, I don't know why I didn't keep doing it. I think maybe we did like 3 or 4 times and it just kind of fell off. Again, we were trying different things over the pandemic or whatever. But, it was just one of those things, guys, where, I would say this, and to people ask me for advice a fair amount, and they ask me about things in regards to the content and stuff like that. And, the biggest thing is like when I say just start, and that's my biggest piece of advice. People stop waiting around. Just start doing, you know what I mean? Like you can read all the books and you can consume all the motivational content. You can be like, yeah, but the only way you get shit done is to implement it, put action into it. You can fall into this trap of manifesting and believing it. And that's great. You need those things, but you can fall in this trap of, I'm just preparing and you need to do. You need to fail. That is the only way you succeed is to fail. And again, not to get too philosophical and, go crazy on, that side of things. But either way, like the point I'm trying to get to is it's funny to see how, we have the Daily Crow now. Things have evolved. We've got the setup. We've got the overlay with the number and all that. But it started literally the idea in its infancy was the Coop call-in show. And then Rowdy Rooster Radio. And it just kept evolving. Then we found StreamYard. Then boom, the Daily Crow hit. We had the freaking TV in the background. Then we discovered the overlay. Then we discovered the ticker. Then we discovered I could do that. So it all evolves in itself. And it's been cool, man. And I feel like, I hope at least, I think you guys appreciate being there along for the ride and seeing that journey. You know what I mean? And we had the struggle of, hey, what time do we do it? When should we do it? Whatever. Again, I think and I hope and I pray that you guys appreciate that journey and seeing the evolution and how the content gets better and the business gets better and things evolve and things grow. And I think it's cool to share that journey. We share that journey literally together. And I think that's really, really awesome. So, hey, and you guys are going to continue to see this thing evolve because guess what? I'm already planning on it. Rough estimate, rough date, August the 2nd. 2021. I told you guys I looked ahead at my calendar, but I'm thinking August the 2nd, 2021, we will start. The Daily Crow will expand from 1 hour to 2 hours, 1 hour to 2, 12 to 2, no more 12 to 1, 12-2 as we go into football season. So I'm very excited for that. Again, we're going to have like in-stream commercials and stuff like that, a little 2.5, 3-minute break. So obviously, I can take a piss, get some water, do whatever. You know what I mean? I collect my breath, whatever it is. But yeah, we're going to start that beginning of August, 2-hour streams instead of 1 hour. I think, again, with football season, we're all going to be fired up. People are going to be calling in. I know during the season it's going to pop off. I know people are going to want to call in, express their thoughts on the games. And, I was joking with somebody earlier that it could get a little scary and a little bit dangerous, especially, some of the games that those Monday therapy sessions could get a little scary and a little out of hand. But I'm really excited for it too, man. I think it's going to be really, really awesome. I think that, I think it's going to be really cool. So having people call in, submit questions, and again, expanding from 1 hour to 2, I think it's going to be really, really, really awesome. And I can't wait for it. So again, we got a lot of big plans, but hey, today we got a baseball game. We got a baseball game tonight against North Florida, taking on the Ospreys at Founders Park. Gamecocks looking to bounce back from a really rough weekend in Oxford. Like I said, guys, I'm picking South Carolina to win 14-4. I think they'll take out their frustration. The biggest thing I want to see, though, is there any shift in the approach at the plate? I'm not expecting wholesale changes. I mean, guys, you're 70% of the way through your season. You know what I mean? You're not going to see some wholesale change, but are there minor tweaks and adjustments made? So Rob says, do you see the recruiting momentum getting better and bigger over the month of June? If so, where do you think we land in recruiting rankings? Why do recruits seem to lose star points when they choose us? That last one, I don't know, man. I don't know if they just hate us or what it is. But yeah, I mean, listen, I think the recruiting momentum is only going to go up. I mean, especially with, on-campus visits. That's huge, man. That's a big deal. Getting people actually in the building, that is a really, really, really big deal. So, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think the momentum is only going to go up. The Shane train is just going to keep rolling, my guy. Christopher Miller says, great idea. A lot to talk about during football season. Yeah, again, I think it's only right, honestly, to expand this show from 12 to 2. I just think there's going to be so much to dissect and break down and talk about, and so. Key says, cool. Now I can tell my boss I need a 2-hour lunch. Yeah, again, I know people. I don't know. I know people are at work, but obviously there's lunch hour, like 107.5 The Game. They're live from 1 to 4. So I mean, or whatever. People are live all day. So I mean, different people can tune in and all that and whatever. So. All right. By the way, tickets for Sunday are sold, in case you were wondering. Tickets for Sunday are sold. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. If you did not know, like I said, I got 4 tickets available for Friday and Saturday. $25 a piece, $100 for all 4 of them. Would love to get rid of them. Would love to help out a Gamecock fan trying to come watch the Gamecocks play. $100 for all 4. Again, they're GA tickets, by the way. But very, very fair price, guys. If you go online and look at them, I mean, they're literally going for like $70 a piece. So, yeah. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls as well. I actually guess I could go ahead and slide these ticks. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. Andy Cohn, I sold the tickets for Sunday, but Friday, Saturday, we got tickets available. Friday, Saturday, I've got 4 to both games. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, to both games. $25 a piece. If you're interested, please shoot me a DM. So Travis Royal says, I'm retired military, watching my baby boys at home. Love the content. By the way, the big 42 manana on Cinco de Mayo. Happy early birthday, Travis. What a birthday. Cinco de Mayo. Have you a margarita, why don't you? So Andy Cohn, the date for the tickets is literally this Friday, Saturday, the 7th and 8th. Got 4 tickets available for each game, $25 a piece. $25 a piece. So literally just sold the Sunday tickets. So trying to help out some Gamecock fans who need tickets. They're GA, by the way, in case you're wondering. They are general admission, but again, get you in the ballpark. USC Sports, whatever happened to Potato? He probably crawled back in his hole, whatever it is, what it is. Old Potato. Old Potato. I'm a potato. Yeah, I don't know. Again, guys, questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Justin Martin says, hey, Chris, if Funko makes a cocky mascot Funko Pop, would you buy it? Dude, I'm not even – so a Funko Pop. What are these? Oh, it's like it's those cartoon-looking whatever. I mean, I guess I would. I mean, I've never really been into the Funko Pops or whatever. So, you know, I mean, it would look cool back here, though, right? I mean, it would look pretty cool. Robbie Davis texting in. He says, I think Alex English deserves a statue, plain and simple. And it's been proven that we can recruit some football players. So I'm really excited to see what Shane Beamer does. Go Gamecocks, your friend Robbie Davis. Yeah, dude, Alex English 110% needs a statue. Let's see. How the hell did Colin Hill get signed? USC Sports says it just started raining in Greenville. It's going to be kind of hit or miss tonight. I'm just fingers crossed. God, I'm praying we get the game in. Fingers crossed. H-Man998 says, I hope Beamer can get a solid season under his belt this year. The man can recruit, and if he can show visible progress, Carolina will be infinitely more attractive to recruits. I agree. I mean, listen, the record isn't my number one concern this year necessarily. Like if we, you know, there isn't a record that I say, hey, if you go below this, like it's a massively disappointing year. Like we all know the challenge. You know, I said getting to 6-6 should be the goal. And if you can go 6-6, you had a successful season. But, you know, if you go 5-7, for example, it's not like you're circling the wagons to fire the guy. Whatever it is, what it is, we all understand the challenges in year one. But yeah, I certainly agree with you. If you can go 6-6, show progress, and you can sell that on the recruiting trail, obviously. Like, hey, man, year one, we're making a bowl game. We're only a couple of pieces away. You know, you sell that to recruits. I mean, dude, winning helps, right? It helps all phases, all aspects. And, of course, that can be applied to recruiting. The more you win, the easier it's going to make recruiting. But it's easier to sell a winning program than it is a losing program, right? So, I mean, certainly you would like to show some progress this year. You know, and like I said, if you can get to 6-6, if you can get to that mark, you had a great year, in my opinion. So let's see. I'm going to pull up the schedule because somebody just asked, who does Beamer get his first SEC win against? Well, you got Georgia week 3. I don't think it's them. You've got Kentucky week 4 at home. Is it that one? I don't know. Got Tennessee at home, or excuse me, on the road week 6. Is it there? At minimum, he'll get it week 7 against Vandy. At minimum, he'll get it then. So I don't know. Again, you're putting me on the spot because I haven't made my official predictions yet. So it's tough for me to say, honestly. I have not made my official predictions. But it will be in the first half of the season. I'll give you that. It will come in the first half of the season. Keith says, did you see the article in the State about the backup quarterback? No, I did not. Travis Will says it will be Kentucky. Yeah, I mean, listen, at home, it's a big game. It's a really, really big game. That's a really, really big game. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377, 1236 here on a Tuesday, May the 4th, 2021. H-Man says, I think UK is going to be good this year, probably better than Tennessee by a good bit. Keith says, would love to see it be Kentucky. Don't know why, but I just have this dislike for them. Well, you probably dislike them because they've whooped our ass, which is like painful, which is painful for me to say. But they have. Have they not? That's a huge game, man. That's a huge game. You know, I look at it just, you know, like I said, I'll have my official predictions. They will drop in July. So we got a little bit of time. But when you look at that schedule, this is how I kind of see it playing out in the sense of I think out of Kentucky at home and Auburn at home, I think you split those two. And then I think out of at Tennessee and at Mizzou, you split those two. So again, I think picking this team to go 5-7 or 6-6 is about right. Like maybe if everything clicks 7-5, anything beyond 7-5 is just wishful thinking, in my opinion. I just, you know, again, anything beyond 7-5, Shane Beamer should be National Coach of the Year, no doubt. Travis Ford says we have as much or more to prove on defense. We can't count anyone as a win until I see some defense. Hey, that's fair. That's very fair, man. Defense is the question mark for me also. USC Sports, I think they will have 6-7, maybe even 8. I think Jason Brown has a slight more chance at the starting job. Like I said, USC Sports, and you're entitled to your opinion. If you want to pick them to go 8-4, totally fine. I think 8-4 is on. I just think that's you're setting the bar way too high. Let me put it to you this way: if you ask me right now, what's more likely, 5-7 or 7-5? I would say 5-7. Gun to head, I have to take over under 6. I'm taking the under. This team still has issues. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. This team still has issues. This team still has a lack of depth. This team still has real serious issues in the back half of the defense. You know, great running game, great running backs. Don't get me wrong. But again, that's why I kind of just still don't understand why people even clamor for Jason Brown. Okay, so you want the guy who's got the better passing ability. Who the hell's he throwing it to? Until somebody steps up and prove themselves, we don't even have a number one wideout. So, again, keep the expectations in year one of Shane Beamer realistic. 6-6 is the goal. If you get to 6-6, you had a fantastic year. You did. A bowl game or better, fantastic year. I get a little nervous when I start seeing fans talking about even 7-5, but like especially 8-4. I mean, we had somebody in here say 9-3 yesterday. Dude, there are 4 built-in losses on the schedule already. Clemson, Georgia, A&M, and probably Florida. You can go ahead and just chalk those up as L's. At minimum, Clemson, Georgia, A&M, chalk them up as L's. They're losses, bottom line. And like I said, you guys will get my full breakdown in July because I will give my wins, my toss-ups, and my losses. I'll break all. We're going to break this thing down inside and out, up and down, backwards, forwards, everywhere you can break down Carolina football. We are going to break it down. But there's just real problems with the roster. Again, Travis Ford makes the point. 7-5. Fans have forgotten how badly we looked at last sighting. Exactly. And again, this is a program that has won 6 games in the previous 2 years combined. Just keep that in mind. Like, we get to 6-6, hell of a turnaround. Hell of a turnaround. So, Key says you can't look for a lot of wins with a question mark at DB and wide receiver. And that's not, guys, I'm not trying to sit here and be Debbie Downer and tell you guys, oh, this team stinks. Like, that's not the case. There's good players on this team. But depth is a concern. Depth is an issue. I mean, pray to God you have no injuries. You start having injuries, you're really going to be screwed. So there's good players on this team. There are talented players on this team. Hell, the D-line is one of the best in the SEC, I think. You know, the running back room, the best in the SEC if Marshawn Lloyd's 100% healthy, no doubt. But there are other concerns that I have regarding this football team. So, and hey, guess what? With that being said, too, all the rest of the teams in the SEC, they're trying to win also. Like, they've recruited also. You know, Florida, Georgia, you know, Texas A&M, they're not going away. So, you know, and I know you guys don't like to hear it. Kentucky at home is going to be a very tough ball game. Mark Stoops and that crew, they've done a great job. And that pains me to say because I don't think you should ever lose to Kentucky. You should never lose to them. But it's a new day and a new era. Kentucky kicked our ass last year. And I know it was the end of the season, COVID, and we had guys out, guys injured. We were ready to just end that year, but they kicked our ass flat out. I mean, up and down the field. At Tennessee. Hey, I know we love to poke at Tennessee. Oh, they're a dumpster fire. They stink. And that may all be true. But guys, when have we ever gone to Knoxville and played a good football game? Never. Even when we've won, it's been a flat-out struggle. So to expect that we're just going to, we'll roll our helmets out there and beat Tennessee because they suck. Not a chance. Not a chance. That is a toss-up of all toss-ups. Knoxville's been a house of horrors for us. At Mizzou. Mizzou took care of business against you last year, and Drinkwitz, he's got that program feeling pretty good about themselves. So, like I said, I know a lot of fans, they just look at the schedule and say, oh, Mizzou sucks. Oh, Tennessee sucks. Like, no, bro. Like, try to really dive into it and understand. It's going to be an up and down year, man. It's going to be an up and down year, bottom line. We're not where we want to be yet, but that's okay. Got to be patient. It's year one of Beamer. Let's just see progress. That's it. Just keep the expectations realistic. I know trust me, I'm fired up. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. But you got to realize where we're at right now. Let's see. Dirt Heckler, what's the night score? I got 14-4 Carolina, Dirt. I think we're frustrated. I think we take out that frustration on North Florida. Travis Roel, Chris is just thinking realistically. Does he not want us to kick ass? Absolutely. But we have to temper the expectations. That's all. Dude, trust me. This is me. Really Sunday. But during the week, I'm realistic. I'm keeping the expectations realistic. You know, I make my score predictions whether people like them or not. You know, I just tell you how I really feel it's going to go down. When I wake up on Saturdays, trust me, I'm just as fired up, if not more fired up than everybody else. Like, I wouldn't go to the stadium if I didn't think my team had a chance to win. So, yeah, like, I'm pumped up. I want to see us kick ass more than anybody. But what people, I think they do realize this, and I think you guys would acknowledge this. Like, how seriously would you take me if I just picked us to win every game? My opinion would hold no merit. My opinion wouldn't be valid because it's like, he's just a homer. He's just going to pick him to win every game. Like, you don't take those people seriously. Like, it's like, come on, man, be real. Be real with us. Keep it 100. Keep it a buck, right? So, of course, man, I want us to go undefeated. Hey, there's nothing that would make me happier and make my business happier than to go undefeated. Trust me. Elizabeth Ballard, secondary is definitely where we need help. Yep. And that's why I think that grad transfer from Washington State was such a big pickup. I think he'll help us out immediately. H-Man, having the non-conference will really help Beamer. With the exception of Clemson, they're all very winnable. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. You know, you really feel like when you look at this season, and this is all due respect to East Carolina because I know those fans are passionate and they're going to be circling that game, blah, 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 whatever. Really, there should be 4 built-in wins on the schedule. Eastern Illinois, ECU, and Troy. And then you ought to beat Vandy, of course. I mean, Vandy's a dub. Bottom line, chalk it up. That's 4 wins right there. You just got to find a way to win 2 swing games. And you get to a bowl. I think it's very doable. So, USC sports, a huge problem last year was not enough players on defense. Almost every starter was injured by the Kentucky game. Yeah, I understand. Listen, I'm not saying because they kicked your ass last year, they'll kick it. There's many things that are different, right? Plenty. I mean, you got a new head coach, for God's sakes. There's plenty that are different. So, I'm just saying, though, Kentucky will be a tough game. That's going to be a toss-up, whether we like it or not. That is a toss-up, whether we like it or not. Christopher Miller says, my gut's telling me 5-7, but a much more disciplined and well-coached team. Difference this season is that we're not going to be turning over the ball and guys go stand on the sidelines listening to their beats. Well, yeah, and I mean, that's the thing, man. We could go 5-7 this year and it'd be a really successful 5-7. That's like I told you guys. The record, it's very, very important. Please don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. The record is important, okay? The record is important. But it's secondary to me in the sense of I just want to see a well-coached football team, a disciplined team, a team that's excited to play, that approaches each game the right way. And, their play on the field will reflect that, right? But that's what I want to see. So you could go 5-7, and in my opinion, have a really successful year and see the things you need to see. You can see the progress, So, never been easy at Tennessee. USC Sports, Tennessee is the game you want to have in year one. I guess. I mean, they're all important. I mean, if you win or lose to Tennessee, I don't think that dictates the future of your program necessarily. I don't think so. I'd rather beat Kentucky than damn Tennessee, bro. I'll be totally honest with you. Losing to Tennessee, I can stomach losing to Tennessee. Losing to Kentucky in football, I will never be able to stomach that. Sorry, Kentucky fans. I just, losing to Kentucky in football is unacceptable. You should beat Kentucky every single year. And I know Mark Stoops, he's done a fantastic job building that program. But losing to Kentucky, you cannot justify. You cannot justify. You are a legitimate program with legitimate championship aspirations and lose to Kentucky. You just can't do it. You can lose to Tennessee and do that. You can. You cannot lose to Kentucky and do that. So I'd rather beat Kentucky, personally. Bottom line, I'd rather beat Kentucky. I really, really would. So, let's see. Greg Bedinger says we were not fired up last year. Travis Ford says we cannot stop anyone last year and lost some of our best players. Travis Ford says built-in wins, Troy, ECU, Eastern Illinois, of course, week 1. I mean, that's a built-in win. And I think Vandy too, man. I mean, dude, you've owned Vandy. They got a new coach. That should be an automatic dub. That should be, and it's at home. That's get out of here. Bro, honestly, at ECU, I think is a tougher game than Vanderbilt. Cody Gaskin says ECU is a scary game. I agree. And I'll be honest with you guys. And again, I've said this before. I know a lot of you or some of you didn't like me saying it because it's like, oh, really? But when I take a look at one of the things I'll break down in July is most important game of the season, I got to be honest. That ECU game might be it. That truly might be it. So, because here's the thing. You can lose to Kentucky. You can lose to Tennessee. You can lose to Auburn. Hey, you can lose to Mizzou and still have a successful 5-7 or 6-6 year. You can go 6-6 and lose to any of those teams that I mentioned. You cannot go 6-6 and lose to East Carolina. You flat out can't. You just can't. You can't. You have to win that game. You have to. H-Man says Kentucky would be a bigger win this year. Tennessee has hit the reset button. Yeah, I mean, listen, I want to beat them both, but if I had to pick one of the two, I'd rather beat Kentucky, man, because at least at minimum, you're like, okay, we're not below Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? So, it kills me to lose to Kentucky, bro. It kills me. I mean, let me ask you guys a question. Are there any South Carolina fans that think Kentucky is above South Carolina as a football program? Even with all the success Kentucky's had against Carolina. What have they won? 6 of 7. They've won 6 of 7, guys, against Carolina. But does anybody look at the SEC East and say, okay, Georgia's ahead of us as a program, Florida's ahead of us, Kentucky's ahead of us? Nobody says that. Hell no. Nobody says that. And nobody should say that. So Kentucky should not be ahead of you as a football program. They just shouldn't. They shouldn't, bottom line. They should not. They should not. Never, ever, 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 ever. Maybe I'm hard-headed. Maybe I should accept reality, but we should never be behind Kentucky in football. I'm sorry. Key says, I hear nothing but good things from the players about Beamer. That's a huge first step. Earn the players' trust and respect. Indeed. I agree with you 110%. H-Man, ECU will be a test for the secondary for sure. Their quarterback can sling it. I watched a few of their games last year. Yeah. They got a good team, and they got good football players. I mean, is it a game we should win? Absolutely, but do not sleep on the Pirates. And I'll be honest with you. I cannot wait to make that road trip. That's going to be incredible. USC Sports. Did you see the way the end zone was designed at the spring game? Yes, I did. Travis Ford says we should not, but we are. Saying that we're below. If we're below Kentucky. I mean, I get it. I totally get it. Mm-hmm. And I mean, here's the thing: Kentucky fans and their media guys, they'd certainly argue they are ahead. That they are ahead of South Carolina. They would. And I guess when you look at on-field results, I mean, it's hard to argue, I guess. But just here's the thing. Maybe they are, but mentally, I just don't think we should go into a season and say, oh, we got to catch up to Kentucky. Like that should never be the thought process, in my opinion. That should never be the thought process. So just my opinion. Elizabeth Ballard says must chump put us in that spot. I mean, fair enough. Here's a question I have for you guys. And I mean, I'm going to make this decision for myself, but I'm curious what y'all think. Again, I don't know why I'm at. I like to be open and honest with you guys. So I have a ticket for Saturday's game, obviously for the baseball game. I'm selling the 4 tickets I have, by the way. If you're interested, $25 a piece, $100 for all 4, whatever. My family with my brother, I told you guys what I'm going home Friday for, right? My brother, he is shipping out May 11th. He's in the Army. Congratulations, Stephen. We're very happy for him. We're going to celebrate him. My sister's going to be there in town from Baton Rouge. All my family's going to be there. We're going to celebrate him. I'm going to watch the game at my parents' place on the TV. So I'll be, of course, doing my thing. You guys know the content's not going anywhere. But that's where I'll be. Saturday, they are going to the beach for the day. The question is, do I go back to Cola and go to the baseball game, or do I watch the game from the beach and do my thing from the beach? I'm thinking I'm probably going to come back and just say, you know what, let's go to Founders Park. I mean, there's not that many home games left, and that's the thing. I don't want to, but I do love the beach. I can't lie to you. I do love the beach. I do. I'm a big fan. Big fan. I'm a big fan of the beach. But there'll be plenty of time for the beach over the summer when there's not baseball games. So. I think they're probably going to go to Hilton Head. I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm going to want to get back to Founders Park. Man, it's a huge series. Huge series against Mississippi State. So. Yeah, it'd be nice to spend some time with my brother too. Like, honestly, like I said, he leaves May the 11th, which is literally a week from today. So, and he'll be gone for, I mean, hell, man, 4 months, 5 months. So, I don't know. The thing I love though, man, y'all are cool. Y'all will roll with the punches. I don't think anybody's going to question my commitment or my dedication if I do decide to go to the beach. But I don't know. We'll probably be back in Columbia, man. Like I said, there's not many games left. I feel so grateful that I have the opportunity to go to the games, and it's I love being at Founders Park with the fans and stuff like that. So I probably honestly will be back. So I probably will. Now that I think about it, like I'll probably be back. So, anyways, I was just thinking out loud. Ben Reeves, we have a new staff, new culture. I refuse to believe we are behind Kentucky or even Tennessee. The days of accepting mediocrity are over. And listen, I totally hear you and understand that thought process. I would just say, I don't think I am not accepting mediocrity. I am just being blunt and honest about the state of our team. Is our team good enough to win both of those games? And I think the answer is probably no. I think we're probably going to lose one of them. I do. And again, I don't know that, though. I'm going to dive into all these teams, have my full season predictions, game by game, scores, everything. You guys are going to know exactly what you guys are going to know. Like I told you, we're going to break everything down. Oh, but just keep it realistic when it comes to this season, this team, and the expectations for said team in Shane Beamer's first year. Let's see, when is the bye week for us? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so after 8 weeks, we get the bye week. Okay. So that's how the show will go, though. So that Monday, July the 12th, I will break down the first 6 games of the year. So 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So it'll be all the way to the Tennessee game. And then the second half, or the part 2, will happen on that Thursday. So, Great Bisbee says Doge is at 54 cents. Doge to the moon. Nah, TSUS to the moon. TSUS is the best investment you can make. Now, it's crazy to see what's going on with Doge, man. It's wild. I'll be honest with you guys. I never got into it. I really didn't. I never got into it. I don't know. I mean, you know, when you're running a small business, I'm allocating funds to other things. And like one of the last things probably on my to-do list to allocate funds to was a made up currency that I think started as a joke. So, you know, it's just, man, I guess I should have. I mean, hindsight's 2020, obviously, but yeah, whatever. Let's see. USC Sports, we've upset anyone in football. Always expect us to lose the next week. Yeah, I think the most likely big upset this year is Florida. I think Florida at home could be a big upset. They'll be coming off of the cocktail party against Georgia. We're going to be coming off of a bye week. I don't know. I think it sets up pretty well. I think it sets up well, to be honest with you. How about that Auburn game, man? I feel like we haven't talked about that one enough because it's at the end of the season. That's going to be crazy, man. That Auburn game, that's going to be intense. That's going to be very intense with the Bobo situation, and you know, it's going to be some nasty feelings. I think, you know, no love lost. I can tell you that much. Again, guys, just got a couple minutes left taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Michael Dunlap, thank you for the Instagram shout out, by the way. Thank you, sir, for that shout out. Appreciate that. Going to go and wrap it up, guys. Again, I got South Carolina beating North Florida tonight, 14-4. I think the Gamecocks bats explode. I think this is a South Carolina team that's just looking to take their frustration out on somebody. And I think the North Florida Ospreys, welcome to Founders Park. You have drawn the short straw. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Quick reminder, episode 435 did drop this morning. Full breakdown of the game tonight, prediction, of course, and also breaking down the latest commitment flip season for Shane Beamer and company. Be sure to check out today's podcast. It is a dandy. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're at Founders Park tonight, say what's up. Yours truly will be there, of course. But until then, appreciate you guys tuning in. Daily Crow Podcast rolls on all week. Y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll talk to you soon.